Such housing situation in a disaster-prone area like here in Bulambuli district is what recently caught the attention of the president. This was during his wealth creation tours of the Elgon sub-region in Eastern Uganda.
In the new year, I will direct the Ministry of Housing. What I have seen, Elgon, you are still using people are still using mud and water and reeds. We shall discuss it. And for me, I think the correct solution is to have cement blocks for building.
It is a critical matter that has continued to be a concern of the line ministry. The line minister, Persis Princess Namuganza, expresses readiness to tackle the challenge.
Countrywide, we have poor housing, and the Elgon area is one of those areas where housing is really very poor. People are sleeping in mud and water houses, but His Excellency the President has promised us to start on this seriously.
Elgon sub-region, which is one of the most affected, is set to benefit from a public-private partnership that government is fronting.
It is in our manifesto, by the way, since the other manifesto of last time and this one, decent housing for all is one of our issues that we highlighted in our manifesto. But we are going to have more of PPPs, the private-public partnership, with many of our partners who are coming on board to support us in this area of housing. We are looking at the model which we are fronting of rent to own, that people will be constructed houses, they will enter these houses with their families, and the government will guarantee their stay, and then they continue paying back at the government at a rent to own model, as if they are paying rent, but after 10-15 years, these houses can become theirs.
The new housing model will, however, not end in rural settings. This is because of a 210,000 housing deficit in urban areas, according to the 2023 Africa Housing Finance Report.
Because we have the deficit of 2.4 houses in Uganda. That's the research, which is even old. I think it's much higher now. So we still appeal to the president, and he has pledged his support that Elgon High is one of those areas that will be considered first. But even in Kampala itself, housing is very poor. So it's one of the areas where we should focus to ensure that Ugandans sleep in decent houses, because then they will think better and then work better.
The success of this will take using local materials as opposed to importation.
For affordable housing, we are looking at using first exhausting our local materials first. Because when we do that, we shall make this housing very cheaper. And we are not like other countries now, whereby even to find soil where you can make a brick or what is very challenging. At least Uganda, our system is still intact, that we can make get some of these local materials and come up with a very decent but cheap house.
For a country with a population of 45.9 million people, according to a recent population census, it is just timely that the housing deficit is addressed. Henry Okrut, UBC.